Taurus Collective. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's get into this reading. What do you need to hear today? What do you need to hear today? Okay, you got loss. Why? All right, you have loss. It says, though loss may feel like an ending, it is also a transformation that brings wisdom in the midst of sorrow. Even in pain, your soul is expanding and your journey is still unfolding in divine perfection. So loss could obviously be anything. Could be any kind of loss. Could even be the loss of yourself. So we'll see what that's about. I feel like it's giving very much Scorpio energy, the death card, which is the season we are about to close out right now. And this season is about transformation. It is about shedding old skin, letting go of the past, embracing what's to come. You know, doors are closing and other doors are opening. So let's see what this loss is about. It says it feels like an ending, but it's also a transformation that brings wisdom. Now, that could be that someone has recently lost someone, or this could be financial loss, or like I said, the loss of yourself. We have right place. I am always in the right place at the right time, ready to receive what is meant for me. That's giving me the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like being in the right place at the right time, right? It's serendipity. It's fated events in our lives, fated encounters in our lives. So there's a loss that's leading you right towards something that's meant for you. Okay. So there's no coincidence that whatever has ended, even if it's the loss of a loved one or something like that, I feel like this is saying, you know, there's a positive turning point. Even though obviously we cannot replace people when we lose them. Somebody could be going through some grief right now, but I feel like this is something that makes you feel much better. Being in the right place at the right time, ready to receive what is meant for you. So there's either a fated connection or Wheel of Fortune, which is what this card would symbolize, would be like coming into basically a lucky streak, like your luck changing for the better and the universe being on your side. It's good karma. What you've been putting out coming back to you, but in the positive. Give me two more. The tarot will give us a little bit more insight. You have a scarcity mindset. It says, if you believe there is never enough time, love, or resources, you will unknowingly create that experience. Shift your focus from fear of loss to trust and overflow. What is meant for you will never be scarce. Yeah, it's kind of like reiterating this energy here. So this is Taurus energy. This is actually Taurus Mercury energy. The scarcity mindset is the Five of Pentacles. It talks about somebody being homeless. You see this homeless man here. It talks about being unemployed. It talks about your money being funny, being tight. I'm going through what you feel like is a losing streak, but the Wheel of Fortune is a winning streak. So this is something turning around in your favor. But this is also what I always talk about on this channel. And like I said, I'm not going to stop saying it because I know that people don't quite grasp it because it is so hard to believe, especially for a practical, rational Taurus. Y'all know that we are naturally left brain people. And left brain is masculine energy. Left brain is your father's energy. Left brain talks about, show it to me, prove it to me. You know, I ain't just going to take you at face value. I need you to show it and prove it. That's how we think. You know, if it doesn't make sense to us, we're not going to wrap our heads around it. But I promise you all, I wouldn't be saying this if I hadn't learned this for myself. You are creating your life with your mind. It's just as simple as that. So this is why I say, like, I don't like to venture into the really dark energy, although I understand that it can be a real thing, but it's a real thing if we give it power and make it a real thing, you know. So I do want to encourage you all to, if you do feel like this, I know people are going through hard times because everything in the world right now feels like that. But while that's the case, there are people like myself and other people who are not feeling that, and it's because we don't choose to focus on it. Now, this is not blaming anybody because there are things that happen that we don't realize we're magnetizing. It's subconscious fears. It's subconscious beliefs that we have from childhood, or, you know, whatever the case might be, or just continuing to look in, you know, the world and get your cues from the world, and you can't because that's old energy playing out. Like y'all, you would have to just kind of look into this for yourself. My channel is not a law of attraction channel, but I would suggest that people really get into the law of assumption, the law of attraction. It's real. It's real. Even if you're not into it, you are into it because you just don't realize you are. Anyway, so we have creativity. You could be seeing 333. That's funny. That came out for Leo and Cancer yesterday, the day before, whatever. It says, know that you are supported in your creative endeavors. Trust in the inspiration flowing through you, for it is a sacred gift from the divine. Y'all know the number 3 is the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. Number 3 is also about creativity. It's about development. It's about self-expression. It's about groups of people, community, all that kind of good stuff. It's definitely a number of creation. So again, this is saying that somebody could be creating their experiences from a more lowly place, a more low vibrational place. But we'll have to see. Yeah, you have a legacy of wealth here. I feel like this is your birthright. It says, quick riches come and go, but true prosperity is built with patience and purpose. Even if the results are not immediate. Know that you are creating now what will be, wait, I can't see y'all. You are creating now. I can't see. Okay, it says what you are creating now will provide lasting abundance for the future. And look at all that gold and emerald green. Definitely giving me Taurus energy. This feels like royalty. I feel like some of you are meant to create some generational wealth. I see this is like the 10 of Pentacles to me. Virgo, Mercury energy. I want to read this last one. You got doubt here as well. In times of doubt, there is clarity to be found within you. Sometimes you already know the answer, but the truth can be difficult to accept. So I feel like that's about trusting your instincts. It's giving me the High Priestess. High Priestess talks about you knowing in your heart of hearts what you need to do, what your answers are. But tuning out the outside noise and going within, listening to your internal voice. You have interference here. So for some of you, it says energetic interference occurs when you absorb emotions, thoughts, and frequencies that do not originate from you. Take a moment to reset. What is yours will feel empowering. What isn't will dissolve when released with grace. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, I feel like Taurus, y'all know that we represent value, we represent abundance, we represent money, we represent security and stability. We just do. But a lot of the Taurus collective that may not be in that energy as far as what you see in your bank account or what you see in what you will perceive as the real world may not look like that. But I feel like this means that you are meant to create this, like you were chosen for this. Everybody was chosen for this. Everybody on this planet is supposed to be living in abundance. Everybody. There's not supposed to be homelessness and poverty and suffering. It's just not. Those are human conditions, and it's because we agree with it. I would tell you all, maybe some of you can like take a fast from looking at the news. Don't listen to the hot button topics that are going on. You know, what's going on with the economy, with the government, because when you keep listening to that, you magnetize it. When I hear stuff like that, I'm like, oh, well, they'll work it out. It'll be all right. They'll figure it out. They always do. Oh, this is the longest government shutdown. Yeah, and it has affected people, right? But how many of us were giving our energy to that? I was looking at something yesterday, and the guy was talking about exactly what I said on this channel too. I believe the Taurus Collective about 2 weeks ago, when he was like, you know, these people are siphoning your energy. People worry about everyday people siphoning. What about the news, the media, the government? They get off on that. And once they get everybody in a frenzy, they use it for creation. They do. And then once they get what they need from us, then they say, oh, it's over. The government shutdown is over. You gotta be really careful what you give your attention to. I thank my childhood friend's mother for this. She told me when I was about 18 years old, she said, don't look at that news. That news is not good. It is not teaching you anything. There's good things happening. Why they don't have a focus on that? They just don't. I don't know, y'all. What is this? The Hierophant. Interesting. The Hierophant is the matrix. It's the simulation that we live in where we think it's real. But it's belief systems. And this is also governmental entities, people in positions of authority and power. But look what's coming after that, the moon. Illusions. And then you got the Queen of Cups after that. And that's more tapping into the mother energy, the right side of the brain. The right side of, do y'all know that? The right side of your face, your brain comes from your mama. And you got right place, right time. I feel like you need to tap more into this Queen of Cups energy. Queen of Cups is intuitive. She operates from the subconscious and emotions. Because this is fear. This is a bunch of fear mongering, I feel, that's going on in the world. And you got the Page of Pentacles here, meaning good news coming. Good news coming. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying be patient. There's something here about your luck changing for the better. Okay, y'all just limit how much of this weird stuff y'all take in. I'm going to keep telling y'all because I know that it's hard to believe, but I promise y'all. Just take like a week away from looking at anything triggering. Just fill your brain with stuff that might feel delusional. Let it be delusional. That's fine. Believe the delusion. Just pretend like you're watching a movie, but feed yourself only the fairy tales. And watch how positive things become. Because the outside world is not the real world. It's residual energy playing out in front of you, and you feel like it's happening in real time, and it's just not. What's going on with this loss? I want my people to win. I told y'all I'm not going to browbeat y'all with no sad energy. What is this loss? Some of you could even have an ancestor working for you. Maybe they recently transitioned and this person is helping you out a lot. It's something I want to share just to tell y'all, like, when you get in touch, when you get in tune with this energy I'm talking about, you will start to have supernatural experiences that will blow your mind. And I had one recently, but let me keep this about y'all. Let's see what's going on with the loss. What is this? I gotta get to know these cards. This is the High Priestess. I believe it's the High Priestess. Yeah, this is the High Priestess, number 2. This is intuition. This is the subconscious mind closing your eyes, going within, not focusing on the outside world. This is the internal world. She sees beyond the veil, and she is the counterpart to the Hierophant, which is our card. See, our card again is more the left brain, more the masculine. This is the feminine principle. This is the right brain. So there is something here about what you give your attention to. And this is about knowing the answers in your heart of heart. This card represents gnosis. It represents osmosis as well. Now, it did say, what did it say here? It says that if you believe there is never enough love, resources, or time, you will unknowingly create that experience. That might not be the one I'm looking for. Let me just finish. Shift your focus from fear of loss to the trust of overflow. What is meant for you will never be that. Will never be scarce. I don't think that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, this is the one. Interference. Energetic interference occurs when you absorb emotions, thoughts, and frequencies that do not originate from you. Take a moment to reset. What is yours will feel empowering. What isn't will dissolve when released with grace. See, this talks about you tuning out that outside noise and listening to your own instincts. The voice inside of you, that inner knowing that you have. This is infinite intelligence, and this is when we are able to see beyond the veil. Like I said, for some of you, this veil is thinning. For some of you, this person could be the spirit guide. This does represent a spirit guide, and it's falling under loss. So it could be a Cancer or a Pisces person, or a maternal energy, a feminine energy, that transition that could be showing up here for you. Y'all know that our ancestors, when they cross over, they become guides for us. One of the things they can do, I don't know that they have to do it or that they all choose to, but one of the things that they can do is help us. My uncle transitioned a couple years ago, and I promise y'all, he came to me in my dream. He didn't even show up physically. His voice was just there, and he told me something that was going on that I needed to know about. And it took me about a good 7 months for me to see that was a message from him and why he was telling me that. And he was telling me in real time, like literally something was happening I needed to know about at that time. And he delivered the message to me, but I didn't have any proof of it. So the proof didn't show up until 7 months later. So that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about what's going on out here. That's old energy. But he told me immediately because he was trying to warn me about somebody around me. So this could be, for some of you, like I said, an ancestor guide. An ancestor that's now a spirit guide. This is a spirit guide. And it's feminine. It's maternal energy. It's very loving energy. Okay, so they could be giving you a nudge about something. They could be orchestrating something for you. What's going on with the right place and the right time? His last name could be Hill. I just heard Donna. So this name could be Donna. I just heard Donahue. Let me write that down because I'm going to put that in my little notes. Donahue. Interesting. Okay. What's going on with the right place, right time? You have the Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands. See, this is something gaining momentum. And look at this. Overnight success, the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, this is some kind of passive income. Something is changing with your finances. This talks about being able to stand on your own 2 feet, being independent, being self-sufficient, getting financial freedom, being on a firm foundation. But this Eight of Wands, I feel like they came out like this. The Page of Swords is a need for patience, right? Is understanding that some things may not be in your control. Maybe you feel a little bit irritated. Sometimes this shows up when we are feeling rage baited. And I keep telling you, I think that's what a lot of the messages can do to people is rage bait them and have them constantly in fight or flight. But this Eight of Wands means that something you've been waiting for, communication or something, I don't know what it could be, it's coming in quickly. Is coming in very quickly. Now, this tells you to strike while the iron is hot, while this is a more slow energy of like, let me be strategic and, you know, calculated and look through all of these things with a fine-tooth comb. Let me, before I sign this contract, let me make sure I'm not getting myself into something. I mean, that could be a message for you, but I do feel like this right place, right time is something racing towards you. This is usually good, overwhelming news. And maybe it's been slow. Maybe it's been something that's been delayed because this is delayed news, but it's something that's changing for the better. For some of you, this could be some kind of contract. The Page of Swords represents contracts. But it is somebody that's very attentive to detail, right? They take their time, they problem solve. He's very good at thinking on his feet. This is about thinking on your feet as well. So being in the right place at the right time, ready to receive what is meant for you. Whatever it is coming and is coming in abundance. This is the next 8 days. For some of you, maybe you're waiting for communication from someone or about something. It could even be a spiritual message you're getting with the High Priestess here. Give me 2 more. It definitely feels like a delay. Something is finally picking up some traction. What do you have here? You got the Justice card. I got to familiarize myself with these images because they don't have the words on them. And some of the images are not like immediately clear. Yeah, this is the Justice card. This is good karma, like I said. You have good karma because you got the Wheel of Fortune and you have the Justice card, which means that what you've been putting out is finally coming back. And it could feel like finally. Like you've been waiting for it. Okay, Libra energy. For some of you, this is something legal. Could be some good news you're getting about a legal issue. Y'all keep getting that a lot. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. That's your money. Capricorn Venus energy. Yeah, this could be, for some of you, this could be gainful employment. Queen of Pentacles for me is a hiring authority, a supervisor. She is a generous benefactor, okay? She represents somebody either wanting to invest in you or this is you focused on your money and maybe things are coming into balance with your money, especially if you suffered a loss recently. You know, sometimes when I get the Eight of Wands, I get like a stagnant energy that's changing, right? And all of a sudden you get bombarded with a bunch of offers. Like if you're out of work and you're like, man, I can't find a job to save my life. Y'all know this, you know, economy based on what we see in the outside world, everything is slow. And yet people are still getting hired, right? People are still working. And so that just goes to show everybody's on different frequencies. Again, this is not to bash anybody or make you feel bad. It's just an energy shift. That's all, you know, and that's what I'm here for. So to you know, give you all maybe a different perspective than you already have. But sometimes when you're in that energy, once you shift, all of a sudden, not only one job offer comes in, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like a bunch of them start coming towards you. Now, it doesn't have to be a job, but usually the Queen of Pentacles is going to be earthly matters. And this is balance being restored. And I feel like this is a lot of good karma coming to you, and it feels financial. I don't see anything to suggest this might be emotional, but for some of you, it could be. This Queen of Pentacles could even be your loved one, maybe a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. Yeah, you got the Four of Wands here, and you got the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody could be like trying to get a new home or maybe move or something. This could even be a new job. This could be self-employment. Your luck is definitely changing. Then you got the Ace of Wands. That tells you to get in the game. Don't sit on the sidelines. Take inspired action. Maybe you need to put yourself out there. Maybe you're like holding back right now. I feel like you have a guide, you have an ancestor, you have a guardian angel, whatever you believe in, God, the universe, that's saying like, I'm on your side. Wheel of Fortune means the universe is on your side and bringing about a positive turning point. This positive turning point is major because that's major energy. And it looks like it's coming quickly because the Eight of Wands is the second fastest card in the tarot deck. Now, I feel like it's been slow, but it's picking up some traction. What's going on with the scarcity mindset and creativity? Now, this could be telling you that whether you realize it or not, you are a creator. You are at least a co-creator. You are not the creator in the sense of being the all-knowing, all whatever you want to call it, omnipotent, omnipresent. Although you are a part of that. But this might be telling you that for your part in creating your life, this scarcity mindset could be holding you back. Okay, so let's just see. Because it's saying that you are creating your experiences and you go right from that to creativity. The Three of Cups. I feel like this could be the company that you keep. Make sure your friendships are solid. Make sure people around you are in high vibrational energy, that they support you, that they have your back, that they are trustworthy. Because these are people that you love, you trust, have your back, and they support you. Okay, what is this? Cancer, Mercury energy. You got the moon. That's illusions. And that could be where that scarcity mindset is coming from. But I do want to say, pay attention to your relationships, because this is your friendships, people you're socializing with. I'm telling y'all, it makes all the difference in the world what you consume, who you surround yourself with, who you're watching, what you're supporting. It's a major, it can be a major blockage, or it could be a major advantage for you and a catalyst for you. I understand people are struggling with stuff and they want to understand that. But when you keep on listening to that and you keep standing that, it's not going to change. It's just not. And people who are doing that, I don't know if I can't speak for everybody, but it just irritates me. And that's why I always talk about it. Sometimes people get mad that I talk about it. I don't really care, because I'm here to help people to be better. It's just as simple as that. I'm here to help myself and other people to be better. And I know that that's not the answer. Like they say, a negative mind will never give you a positive life. And I also believe that it's what do you call it? It's like, you can make a lot of money catering to people's pain. Let's just be real. You can. Helping people, wanting people to be better, that's not where the money is. I know my channel will be so much bigger and doing way bigger numbers if I were to sit here and just be like, it's a witch doing spell work on you. I already know that, but I'm not doing that. My integrity won't let me. I'm going to tell you what I see and what I think can help you. So, this could be people playing on fears. Like I said, like, who are you socializing with? This might be somebody around you for some of you. It may be time to change your circle, your friend circle. It does make a difference when you surround yourself with people with wealth mindsets. It does. Their conversation is different. Their energy is different. So that could be what this is. People you're socializing with, their lack mindset, their fears. That could be, like I said, you taking on those emotions, interference. This is third party energy. Yeah, it can be three's company, but with it followed by the moon, that could be people that you met when you were in a lower vibrational energy. And maybe at that time you bonded with them, but who's to say that you're supposed to still be with them? And I know the power of 3 is here, 333, and then you get the Three of Cups. You got the Queen of Cups again. So again, the Queen of Cups tells you to listen to your intuitive nature. She's a psychic. She's an intuitive woman. She operates from the heart space. She represents the heart space. She represents heart and home. Cancer energy. This is also the mother. So this could be some kind of maternal, maybe generational stuff that you're working through, ancestral karma. That could be what the interference is here for some of you. Okay. I see the cup cards as immediate family. So the Queen of Cups for me will represent a mother or maybe an older sister. But you got the 3 cups here. So this could be sisters. It could even be, for some of you, maybe cousins if it's not friends. But it feels like something matrilineal that you could be working through. What is going on here? The queens do represent advice. They represent creativity, emotional stability. This is about forgiveness as well. Compassion, empathy. Definitely, I feel like tap more into that right brain. Right brain people are the ones who manifest so much easier than left brain people. And we're naturally left brain as Taurian people. We just are. And so that's not a bad thing, because the left brain can protect you. It serves its purpose like a father, but it can hold you back when you're trying to manifest. Okay. So let's see what is going on here with the Queen of Cups. The Seven of Wands. This could be blockages. Sometimes this is defensiveness, it's stubbornness. But it can also be having the courage of your convictions. It's falling right under the moon. I feel like it's like fighting against illusions, fears, subconscious beliefs that you have, and tapping more into the intuitive knowing that you have, that you can have exactly what you want. Queen of Cups is a high vibrational energy. So it's either a blockage regarding intuition or something like that, or it's the need to fight, to defend and protect that part of you, like the childlike energy inside of you. For some of you, even with the Page of Swords showing up here, you might be, obviously Taurus is a more cerebral sign. We represent intellect. The air and the earth signs represent intellect, where the water and the fire signs represent more passion and compassion and the energy of creativity. They are definitely easier in my mind. Well, not in my mind. This is the way that everything is set up. The wands, the cups, the fire and the water, they represent more the heart and, creativity and stuff like that. So maybe with this Page of Swords here, some of you are just a really, really cerebral person. And with that, maybe there's something about trusting your instincts more, leaning more towards that softer side of yourself, Taurus. You got the Tower and you got the Six of Wands. So a paradigm shift is happening. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And your spirit guides are showing up here. You have a strong spirit guide showing up. It's looking like possibly a water sign, possibly an earth sign, possibly, the pages are messengers. It could be an air sign, and it could be, so I'm saying a Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini person that could be showing up here. Now the Tower does represent unemployment, filing bankruptcy, the loss of a home. This is the government shutdown card, much like the Hierophant. This is institutions, and you see it's on fire. But it's giving me like the sky is falling Chicken Little, and your spirit guide's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Look at us. We're moving into calmer waters. It's all about what you give your attention and your focus to. And look at this, staying stuck. And then you get the power of 3 again with the 3 of Pentacles. I do feel like you have somebody working with you. It feels more spiritual than anything else. I feel like this is about you getting into your creativity and your imagination. Look at that treasure chest, y'all. Every time the treasure chest cards come out, it comes out for Taurus. 7 of Cups is Scorpio, Venus energy. This is the week we're in right now. November the 11th through November the 21st. So this 8 of Swords is going right towards the energy of doubt. And again, I'll read it. In times of doubt, there is clarity to be found within you. Sometimes you already know the answer, but the truth can be difficult to accept. Yeah, this can be like feeling confused about something, procrastinating, feeling like you have on, rose-colored glasses, but this is exactly what I feel you need to tap into. The 7 of Cups is your imagination at play. It can be delusional energy, like I said, but I feel like delusions and illusions right now are your friend. And I told y'all that like about a week or 2 ago. Maybe 3. But especially right now, as we're closing out Scorpio season and we're going through this death, this transformation, this endings, new beginnings, part of you shedding old skin is letting go of the more intellectual side of you, because that's the thing that could be blocking you. That's the thing that might need to shift here. Like I said, a paradigm shift. And that's what the Tower is meant to do, to shift the paradigm, to put you on a trajectory of peace and calm and healing and harmony. So Taurus, whatever that might mean to you, for some of you, you could have suffered a loss. Maybe this is the calm after the storm, though. You could have suffered a loss, like an actual loss. Sometimes this could be like somebody just suddenly passed away or something like that. But I feel they are definitely showing up as a spirit guide. You could be a single parent. You could have one child. I do see a woman and her child on this boat. But yeah, that's what I feel like this is telling you. 3 of Pentacles, that's going into Capricorn season. Something about 3 years could be significant, past tense or future tense, I'm not sure. But this is about free will, carte blanche to do what it is that you want to do. And the Three of Pentacles could be a networking opportunity for somebody here. And that could be how you're getting to this treasure chest. Now, normally this person cannot choose between all of these cups. It's sensory overload, shiny object syndrome. I don't know which one of these things I want. But I feel like this is you choosing to explore something you're curious about. And it's leading you to the treasure. Okay, y'all. That was longer than I wanted it to be. I did want to get you a piece of advice, but I didn't even bring the deck out. I thought I had it. Hold on, let me get it real quick. All right, Taurus. And these cards are, I think they're called neuro-linguistic something. And that is very much something that is discussed in the law of attraction, law of assumption community. I just started to see it recently. But let's see what your advice is. Just try to fill yourself with like really positive energy and content right now. Even if it feels like fantasy land to you. Push through that, fight back against that desire to be like, that ain't real. Like being delusional to a degree, and I'm not talking about delusional with another person, even though if that's what you want, you can. But more about you creating your reality. It says modeling excellence. Excellence can be modeled and success can be learned by studying those who excel. You can adopt their strategies and achieve similar results because results are not luck. They're reproducible patterns. And so the Wheel of Fortune is about luck. It's about your luck changing for the better. Like I said, being on a winning streak, some kind of positive turning point. But it comes after a paradigm shift. Usually this is uncomfortable. The Tower is uncomfortable. It's something that you don't expect. That's the wrong card. It's something that you don't expect. It's something that feels very uncomfortable, difficult to navigate. But where's the Six of Swords? Here it is. But this could even be somebody collaborating with you, cooperating with you. And for some of you, it's a guide. This is your spirit guides. So it's like, don't lose hope, even if you are facing whatever this might be, a breakup, a divorce, job loss, financial insecurities, whatever it might be. Again, if you keep focusing on that, that's what's going to continue to manifest. That's just how this thing works. It may seem unfair, but at the same time, look at it as a positive thing, because that just simply means that you can control, if you can control your thoughts, you can control your real world. You know, because this is like you have free will to have what you want, but you make yourself feel stuck when you're showing up as the Eight of Swords. This is not real. This is this person's imagination, their insecurities, their self-doubt. The victim mentality is showing up again. Scarcity, lack, helplessness, hopelessness. My hands are tied. I can't move. Look at this person. They could literally just walk away. They think they're in a prison. It's a mental prison though. So this might mean, like I just said, being delusional. Maybe you find somebody, y'all know how they say, pretend to be somebody for like 24 hours. Like find somebody that you think has it going on and just emulate them. What would they do in this situation? It could be somebody spiritual. It could be, like I said, I don't know, anybody, a celebrity. It could be anybody that you think has it going on and has the life that you feel like you want. Not that you want their life, but you know what I'm saying, that you want a life similar to what they have. They are living an experience that you can identify with at your higher vibration. This means that it's not luck. It's not just something unique to them. Model what it is that you think that they would do or that you have seen them do. A big one for me, and I don't really have like a role model or anything like that, because I just try to be the best me and keep getting better every day. But I like this thing I heard Beyonce say years ago when she was like, I don't allow myself to stay basically in sad energy for more than, I don't know if she said it was 3 minutes or something like that. She gives herself a very small window of time to be upset about something, and she gets back to her hustle. And I think that's just very powerful. And this is not about Beyonce, because I know people don't like her. That's fine. You don't have to like her, but you know, she has made a very successful life for herself. And I think she is someone to be studied when you're looking at manifesting, because I'm sure she is a person who's into the law of attraction. I'm 100% sure of it. Even if she's not down with that verbiage, which I'm sure she probably is, a lot of the people in Hollywood are, because they understand the power of the mind. So yeah, this feels like, I don't know, like you could just be studying somebody. That could even be what the Page of Swords is. He is a student. He has a very scientific mind though. He's more of a mathematical, scientific person that needs everything to make sense. And that's what I'm saying. It's saying here that it can be modeled, excellence can be modeled and success can be learned by studying those who excel. You can adopt their strategies, and he is a strategist. He is somebody who is very resourceful and calculated in the way that he moves. So I feel like this is saying, yeah, luck. It's saying it's not luck, but I do believe luck plays a part in it. But I believe luck benefits those who are ready for it. Like what I feel about the Wheel of Fortune is that luck is preparation and opportunity meeting. So Taurus, this feels good. It feels like a positive shift. And for those who might not still be able to grasp it, just keep listening, or maybe, like I said, just keep saturating your mind with positive energy, because it will become more palatable when you realize that you've been creating your life all along. Okay? All right, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment if anything resonated, or if you claim this reading, because it's saying here you got a legacy of wealth. It's in your blood. It's your birthright. Type the video if you can. I will see you all the next time. Peace.